Yo, BJ Gador with the Daily BJ, and this is the glute ham throughway on a landmine. So you put a barbell into the corner of a wall or a landmine post, and we're gonna, ideally, if you have this Warhammer from Pure Motion, you can get 10% off of this with my coupon code TheDailyBJ at GardenOfTheGains.com, where all my gear is, or you just hold the end of the unit here like this, though it's hard for some to grab, so you get more space and separation from the plates, and it's a more user-friendly gripping option, so whatever you'd like to do. 3 hinging options, thus the throughway. I'm not just going after sexual innuendo, it just happens to fit with everything I do. We're gonna do contralateral, single leg hip hinge, ipsilateral, it means same side loaded hip hinge, and we finish with a two-arm sumo hip hinge to kind of finish it off. So we're looking for about 8 to 12 reps on each of the first 2 movements, and then 20 plus reps on the final one to kind of burn it out. All hinge patterns, meaning we're not squatting at all. There's a slight bend in the knees, but everything from there is driven through the hips, the nice flat back positioning to get glute hams. And one thing we'll talk about too, and I'll show this, especially at the top of the movement, you're going to emphasize kind of rounding the upper back, which allows you to create a posterior pelvic tilt, which gets more glute activation. So the key is, some will say, oh, it's a bad back position. No, you actually get better glute activation, more stability in the entire trunk. The key is you want to maintain a slight natural arc in the low back. So we're going to start here. Opposite hand hold loading. This is contralateral setup. I like to take the off hand and put it on the small of my low back because it actually mobilizes the anterior compartment of my shoulder and chest. Also tells me if I'm maintaining that arc in my back as I do it. So I'm set up, slight bend in the knee, and then just push that back leg and hip to the wall, come through, pull it up. Hinge, come through. This is minute 1. Pull it up. Shooting for about 8 to 12 reps. A load that challenges you in that rep range. All right? So that's going to hammer the lateral hips. It's also my favorite way to do hip hinges. You'll find just enough balance and stability so you can string the reps together consecutively to get time under tension. This one is a little more challenging from a balance standpoint. It's laterally loaded, meaning same hand as the work leg. And there's a lot of, anytime you go one side loading, killer work for the hips, obliques, core to stabilize, to prevent the turning, twisting, rotational forces around the spine. And you can also, if you want, use that trail leg just to kind of tap at the start of the rep, just kind of lock in your form and technique. So different angle, you're gonna feel kind of a deeper stretch at the bottom here, because now we're actually facing versus side facing, but all angles are great. We're getting so many good positions for the glute ham to work. So I'm just gonna push the hips back and control, right through. Sink back and control, right through. All right, get 8 to 12 of those. Then we finish with just a classic sumo stance hip hinge. The wider you go in the stance, the more inner hamstring you get. Good stretch. You're gonna hold it like this, and at the top of the position, it's like a porn video, so just bear with me. Gonna round out that upper back, up, look at that. If I was built like this, I wouldn't have to do fitness. Unfortunately, I'm not. So, hinge, and I want fast reps. It's a burnout, 3rd minute is a burnout set. Just as many quality reps as you can, hinging at the hips, burning it out. If you want to build more muscle, stay lean year-round, join my online coaching group, and follow my 2019 training plan at GorillaCornGains.com. That's Gains with a Z. I think you'll enjoy this workout. All my equipment at GardenOfGains.com. And if you're more intermediate beginner looking for more fat loss, get a free 3-day trial at TheDailyBJ.com. 3-way glute ham. Bye.